All right, so we back. We got Carlos Prates going into his UFC main event at UFC Fight Night Kansas City against Ian Garry. And yeah, honestly, it is going to be a good fight. More than likely. I mean, Ian Garry, even though he lost his last fight, is coming off of proving he has what it takes to go against top guys in the division, such as Shavkat. And then we got Carlos Prates, who out here knocking out everything under the sun. We had him go in there and spark Neil Magny. He hit him with that, I believe, a left hook that caught him like right behind the ear when he ducked and just flatlined him. He went out there and flatlined Li Ji Luang, and that was surprising because Boyd never got knocked out before. And it's just, Prates is on an ascension with the fighting nerds. None of them have been defeated in the UFC yet. So my whole assessment was, will Prates be the first? In my opinion, he could be. He could be the first to lose, but I don't think he loses this one. I think Ian Garry does a lot of things right. He does fight on the outside well. He does work in the clinch and on the ground well. He's proved it. But Prates likes to strike because he's a Muay Thai based guy. And Ian Garry also likes to strike, but he doesn't have the power. He has the footwork, but he doesn't have the power. He does not have the ability to probably kick with Prates. He does have a good leg kick, but it's not like Prates where he works with his knees, his elbows, and his kicks that all just kind of just decimate you and set up his hand. He loves to set up everything that eventually gets you put into his left straight, because of course he's a southpaw, so it's a left straight. But yeah, Prates looks to do damage, and so far, no one has been able to avoid it. And just like this, he does whatever he wants. Now, this guy's going to quit. I'm not going to lie to you. He rushed too much, gets armbarred by my Prates, which is nasty work, because you should never be getting armbarred by Prates. So yeah, he's going to quit, and on to the next fight.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Now, ironically enough, we have an Ian Garry right here. And kind of my assessment with this is, when I see people like this, especially on the game, like, he's rushing, right? He's clearly rushing, and we're just going to counter everything. So he goes, he's trying to set up his hooks clearly off of one straight strike. He's going around. Again, we hit him again. He's moving too much. I throw the knee. He rushed too much and he didn't just lose the round. He's losing the fight, like, badly, because he's just not taking his time. If you lose one exchange, do not re-engage immediately. And now he's panic shooting. The things you see on this game, man, they blow my mind. Because if Ian Garry ever, and I mean ever, thought to fight like this, like he gets in there with Prates and he just starts rushing engagements on the feet, that fight is not lasting long. And I don't mean he would do it as obvious as this, where he's doing it. But to enter the pocket after you lose an exchange immediately is one of the worst habits you can have as a fighter. Because you'll go in there, think about it this way. If you were doing something and you failed, anything, like anything you like doing, you just failed. And then you proceed to go and do the exact same thing within like 30 seconds and be confused as to why it's not working, that would be insane. So yeah, all I'm saying is, when you're on this game, do not rush, because it just leads to bad consequences and knockouts like that. So with that, I'm going to just say, let's move on to the next fight.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
And again, when it comes to Prates, where it's someone that can't match his power, normally what happens is they get into close exchanges. And by close exchanges, I mean distance-wise. As in, they get into the pocket, and sometimes they crash, which you can't really do in this game because they don't let you just collide into each other. So it's that invisible wall between y'all that creates the pocket. But in real life, when you get too close, you crash, and that leads to Prates getting into the clinch or getting to the cage, sort of like what he did to Radke. where he was beating him, he hit him with the left straight, but then eventually they crashed into each other because I believe Raki tried to overthrow and it led to him colliding, and he got him and he hit him with a knee, and the clinch knee to his body just shut him down. So things like that are all part of Prates' game. He loves to work his clinch knees and his strikes. Mostly hooks, elbows, and his straight do most of the work. But yeah, his knees and his kicks, they do set up power. Because he's, the one thing with Muay Thai, he's always throwing with power. He's not throwing feeler kicks. You know what I mean? So Prates be working that damage. And when you're in a scenario like this, where if you were someone using like a Nate Diaz and you don't have the power advantage, you have to work volume. And he did just try to work volume, but I'm not going to re-engage right away. I'm going to let my head health come back a little bit. He clipped me when I was trying to evade. I try to counter him. But I'm not trying to put 8 combos back on him. It's just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And he wasn't reacting well to the 1, 2, so I kept throwing in that rhythm. But honestly, you should try to switch your rhythms up. Maybe 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 1, 3, 3, 1, 2, flat. Just get different amounts of strikes at them. And change your levels. Especially the high lows, low highs. And it doesn't always have to be with punches. It could be with kicks and anything along that range. But yeah, man. When you get in here, and I started getting a feel for him. As you see, I started looking for a slip uppercut. I do like that strike when I'm getting a little comfortable. But yeah, Nate Diaz about to go out too. He just got elbowed, stayed in the pocket, whiffs, and gets flatlined. Next fight.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Alright, so we got another Ian Garry. And yeah. Again, when using Prates, your power and your shot selection is everything. Power. When you use high power fighters, you do not have to play fast. And when you use high stamina guys, you also do not have to play fast, as long as they have decent move levels, like a Max Holloway or a Kamaru Usman, where they have good 1-2s and high cardio. You work your pace. So that's what we're doing with Prates. See, he's throwing like 2 and 3 for every 1 I'm throwing. Now, I did watch him pull, but I tried to catch him on the pullback. I didn't catch him though, so he clipped me. But here, he's still playing really fast, and I'm just like, okay, we're gonna take our time, and we're gonna put a little pressure on him right there with 1-2s, 1-3s, like throwing our lead hook in there, starting with our lead hook and not always starting with a jab. But then since I've started with a lead hook twice, he doesn't, he thinks more so to pull or to just stand there and see what happens. And we threw a 1-2, and that hurt him. Now, we did get clipped there, so we're going to slow down again. Slow down, we pull it, get a stun, and work our jab. Work our leg kick, because he's just backing up against the fence. I know he's not expecting a leg kick there. And, yeah, when they do stuff like that, and you can just get a little calf kick in there, don't be scared to throw your calf kicks in there. Any kick you do helps lower their power. And if you can lower someone's power, eventually, after like 1 round of doing it, it makes the fight even easier. It's just like having, I'd say it's just like having a stamina advantage to a degree. Because if you chop their leg and they don't have a high switch stance, then every exchange you'll have is going to be in your favor now. Even though they're not tired, but hey, they can't hurt you as much. And just like that, we flatline him. He tried to do his thing, but he ran into that lead left hook. Or, my fault, his lead right hook. But yeah, ended his night, shut his lights off, and that's kind of how I think Prates is going to go. I think he's going to keep his momentum, you know, and do what he does best, and that's put people out. So yeah, thanks for watching. You know, like and subscribe. Keep eyes out for the next video. And, you know, share it if you want to. But yeah, thanks for watching, man.